right, something that I was looking at closely over the past few days was a potential PlayStation State of Play. Now, I was very interested in this one in particular because there were rumors that a potential showing for a new trailer that was redone for Wolverine was coming out. And we covered that a little bit a few weeks ago when that info was dropping. Now, I'm very, very excited for this State of Play, and I've kind of learned to control my emotions when it comes to State of Plays regarding PlayStation because sometimes we have these big, grand expectations of certain games that we'd like to see or certain announcements, and when the time comes they don't show any of that shit, and then I'm sitting there for like an hour and a half, and it's not that they don't show really good games, it's just they don't show the ones that I thought or wanted to see. But I have a very good feeling, and according to a lot of the leaks and insiders within the industry, that there is potential for a showing of Wolverine, there is potential for a showing of Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, and I think there might be a small update for Ghost of Yote, as that is coming out in like a week, and I think they'll probably be talking a little bit about it there to hype it up a little bit more and give that the spotlight a little bit. But really, the two things that I want to concentrate on today is Wolverine and Intergalactic. Now, I'm really excited for Wolverine because we don't really know much about the game anymore. Well, of course, we know the leaks that came out, and we are assuming that because of those leaks, the game had to get reworked tremendously in story, things they were going to do, just changing it. So now what we had before, even the teaser trailer that we got back in 2021, might not even be relevant. Anything that we saw in that trailer might not matter anymore because they went and redid the whole thing. And now we're going to get an actual reveal trailer. Insider Gaming said a few weeks ago that a trailer for Wolverine was ready to go. And because it's ready, it was rumored that it was going to appear at the next State of Play. So that's what we're kind of hoping for. But I am excited to see what happens. I hope that this trailer includes some voice lines. I hope it includes some gameplay, actual gameplay, and a hint at what the story is going to be about. I hope it's a nice, good, detailed trailer that we can take a lot from, because I think we deserve it. I think we deserve it. And it's not the fans' fault that someone went out there and leaked the shit and then everybody saw it. It's not. It was a terrible thing, and they deserve to go and try to fix whatever happened and change the story in whatever way they felt it was positive, and then show us the new product, because as fans, we have been waiting for a while for this. I am a humongous fan of Insomniac and a huge fan of their Spider-Man series, a huge fan of Miles Morales, the game. I just love what they were doing. When 2018 rolled around and Spider-Man came out, I thought it was one of the greatest things that gaming had seen in a long time, and I thought that Insomniac had a bright, big future in the world of superhero games, and they could expand not just on Spider-Man, but other superheroes. And that was something that I was very excited for. I was excited for the future of superheroes in gaming, and seeing what Insomniac did and how they changed the genre for better. I want more from them, and them going out trying something different that isn't Spider-Man like Wolverine can only open the doors for more studios to try it and for themselves to go and tackle different heroes. And that's something that I've really wanted for such a long time. So I've been waiting for Wolverine more than you guys know. Like I need this game. I want this game. I want it to be awesome, and I'm really excited. So finally, knowing that we're going to get a brand new look after so many years, I'm super excited. Another game that I'm very excited for, and we talked about once or twice here on the channel, is Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet from Naughty Dog. I am just thrilled for this game. The sentiment around this game is not the best at times. I wish I didn't have to preface this, but I am such a huge fan of The Last of Us, and Joel Miller is top 3 favorite video game characters of all time, bar none. Absolutely one of the GOATs, one of the best. Absolutely love him so much. He's such a fantastic character. And if I could choose a different fate for him in The Last of Us 2, I would. And I was very angry for a long time about that. But I learned to try to understand, and I learned to try to see things differently. And The Last of Us TV show, as absolutely fucking atrocious in every way possible. We've talked about that in the past, but all of that has nothing to do with Intergalactic, at least not in my opinion, because no matter what, The Last of Us Part 2 is a game that emotionally, I've never played a game that has made me feel the things that I felt. When I finished The Last of Us 2, I felt a sense of dread. I was done. There was nothing there. I was just broken, like completely emotionless. And that's a feeling. I know it's crazy, but when you see an and get into media or play a game, you want to experience things that you've never felt before. And that game made me experience this fucking loss that was crazy. I liked it. I liked it for what it made me feel. And the fact that Naughty Dog can do that with certain emotions, the way they can tell a story is so good. And not just with The Last of Us. I love Uncharted. The Uncharted series is fucking fantastic. And Uncharted 4 is just a very underrated game in my opinion. I know that we know what Uncharted is. Everybody loves Nathan Drake, but it still feels underrated. Nobody really talks about Uncharted 4 as one of the great games of our time. And I believe that it 100% is. It is a fabulous game with fabulous visuals, fantastic acting, and it just shows what Naughty Dog is about. Naughty Dog is a studio that takes themselves very seriously. The attention to detail is fantastic in their worlds. Their combat is usually nice, smooth, and gives you a lot of control. The worlds that you're in are huge and gorgeous to look at, with the colors being outstanding. The sound design is incredible. The cinematics are fantastic. Naughty Dog is such a killer studio, bro. If we take everything away and we just look at their gameplay, it's just a powerhouse of a studio. And anytime that they're working on something, I'm there. I'm excited. I've wanted Naughty Dog. As much as I love the Last of Us series, as much as I would have loved to get a Last of Us Part 3 or something, I'm glad that they're stepping away. Because sometimes with these studios, they get into this, that studio is the studio that made The Last of Us and that's it. But Naughty Dog has a much richer history than that. Before The Last of Us, even before Uncharted. They're a studio with history that can deliver a lot of great games and have been delivering games for over a decade. For a long time. And now stepping into a brand new world in Intergalactic. It's amazing. I cannot wait. I love these space sci-fi type of games. And when I know that it's coming from such a respected studio and such a historic studio like Naughty Dog, I'm really excited. So Intergalactic is a game that I've wanted to see more of, and it's rumored to be coming out in this state of play. I think the things that I would like to see from this is another gameplay trailer. I'd love to see a gameplay trailer deep diving into the combat, deep diving into the world a little bit. That's some stuff that I would like to see, maybe about a 10-minute 8-minute, something like that. Apparently, the PlayStation blog here, when announcing the state of play, says that it'll be about 35 minutes of updates. So we can't expect too much. It seems like a short time, to be quite frank, but I am just hopeful that we get to see something with Intergalactic, and I'm very hopeful that the new trailer for Wolverine comes out, and hopefully we get a release date as well with it.